How was it yesterday?
It was good. Uh,
Excellent.
my meeting was challenging
Okay,
because,
okay.
as I told you,
Yes.
the numbers are not so good.
All right.
But in general, the feedback was that we need to do a better follow up to the
Okay.
projects,
All right. All right.
and and that's it. That meeting took us from
Good.
8 to 3 o'clock, no, to 2 o'clock.
Wow, Cara. It was a long meeting, Caro. I believe that
It
maybe just 2 hours from 8 to 10, maximum from 8 to 11. But no.
no, it was so long because every head of area
Yes.
explained their results.
Ah, okay, 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 Caro. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
And how many people did the presentation? Five people presented
Mm,
information, 10 people.
mm, 10, yeah, I think 10 at least.
Wow, Caro. Wow, Caro, that must have been tiring, Caro, right?
Yes, sorry and stressful.
Exactly, 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 Caro. Wow, okay, Caro. Caro, and then, Caro, what do you do? So you finish the meeting. It was like a lunchtime now.
Yes, after the meeting, we took, no, 21. Let me check. There are a lot of people.
Good. 21 people. Wow.
21 people, but not all the people attend the meeting.
Ah, okay, okay,
And
okay.
one um, algunas some people
Good.
be in uh, presential.
Some people were at the presentation.
Some
Some
people
people,
were
some people were on site.
uh
No, some people were on site
some people were on site and some people were online.
online. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Interesting. Very good, Carol. Good. All right, Carol. So, and then, Carol, you went to have lunch, Carol, and then you went back to the office, or after lunch, you went home.
No, after lunch I finished my journey in the office.
Yes, obviously. Okay, okay. Good, Carol. And then, Carol, later, Carol, what do you do?
Nothing. I arrived to my home. I took an apple
Very good.
as a dinner,
Okay, 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 okay. The Carol, you say,
and
I
I
arrived home.
and what I said.
Arrived to. Primero, Carol, arrived to doesn't exist, okay? Maybe you can also say, I arrive at home. I arrive at home. Or I arrive home, or I arrive at home. Mhm. Okay. So, Carol, your dinner was an apple. Super light, Carol.
Yes,
Okay, good,
super
Carol.
late.
Very good, Carol. Good, Carol. All right, Carol. Carol, and what about, Carol, the presentation, Carol? Have you started working on the presentation?
Sorry?
Have you started working on the presentation?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Oh,
Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Yes.
very good, Carol. Carol, and where do you make the presentation? On PowerPoint or on Canvas?
On PowerPoint.
On PowerPoint. Okay. Very good, Carol. Okay. All right, Carol. So let's continue, Carol, with the um, teaching of elements of a presentation. Okay, let me share the screen with you. There it goes. Okay.
Okay.
And here it is. Okay. This okay, it says effective business presentation. Okay. It says mastery presentation skills for professional success. Okay. So look at the next. Okay. It says, well, this is the agenda. Here, Carol, operational context says why presentations matter. Effective presentations are essential for business communication. They help you share ideas, persuade audiences, and build professional relationships. Clear communication, professional image, career growth. and team collaboration. Okay. Here, Carol, the structure, remember, Carol, the structure of a business English presentation is like this. The opening, this is the start strong and grab attention, is 10%, 1 to 2
Mm-hmm.
minutes. Okay. The body, main content, 3 to 5 key points, maybe 80%. The main delivery. Okay? So here, where you basically explain, okay, the purpose, the goals, the reason for the presentation. And then the conclusion, okay, you summarize, call to action, 10%. Something important, Caro, in English business presentation is this step, call to action. Okay. So the
Call to action.
activities that you are going to do or that the audience, that you want the audience to do for the presentation, okay, or for the goal of the presentation, okay. So if you want to write this, Caro, the opening, 10%, the body, 80%, and the conclusion 10%. So you can have an idea when you write your presentation about the times, no, about the features, okay, of a formal business English presentation. No?
Mm-hmm. Ready.
Very good, Carol. Okay, so let's continue, okay? Here, Carol says start the protocol or initialization protocol, okay? Well, this is the way in which you can start your presentation. For example, like greeting, okay? Introduce yourself clearly, state your name and role. Number two, hook. The hook arrow is the trick or the words or the phrases that you are going to use in order to grab attention with a question, with a story, or a surprising fact. Okay. Purpose. State your agenda. Explain what you will cover. Okay. For example, you can say, like, good morning, everyone. I'm okay. Today I want to show you how, okay, can help, okay, or how my strategies can help develop or can help increase sales. Okay. But this is what you're doing, okay? Okay. Start with the greeting, start with the hook, and then start with the purpose of the presentation. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Very good. Here, okay, look at this content delivery. It says, ah, the previous, this one was the was this point. Okay. Was the opening. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we move on to content delivery. It says 3 to 5 points. Okay, it says don't overwhelm audiences. They remember few ideas better. Okay, this kind of overwhelm, abrumar. Okay, don't overwhelm
Mm-hmm.
audiences. Number two, supporting evidence. Use data, charts, examples, and case studies to prove your points. Clear transitions. Use signposting like let's move on to now. I like to talk about or explain simply. Relate everything back to audience needs and benefits. So I wrote for you some tips, okay, some suggestions about the best way to develop the content delivery. Remember, this is basically the 80% of the presentation where you
Mm-hmm.
provide data, information, examples, what you have done, what strategies you follow, okay? So that was for content delivery, okay? Look at this one, termination sequence, okay? It says, here are my suggestions as summarize main points, review what you covered, Do not introduce new information. Highlight key takeaway. The so what? Why should the audience care? Call to action. What do you want them to do next? Be specific. Think and invite. Okay, question and answer. Okay, thank you for your attention. Okay, and any questions? So, okay, Carol, this is the way, okay, to finish a presentation. Okay, I'm sure, Carol, that you have done presentation previously. Maybe you have done presentations in Spanish. The question is, Carol, have you done any presentation in English?
Yes.
Okay,
Uh, the last year,
good.
uh, people from IT come to Mexico, came
Came.
to Mexico,
Very good.
um, in order to understand how uh, how many systems and connections we have
Okay.
um, to to operate.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so I was invited to explain about our our business. Um,
Okay. 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 Okay.
um, Mainly the IT people was in charge of that,
All
but
right.
as a business head, uh, we stay there to explain the commercial uh, role
Okay. 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 Carol. And where were they from?
from London and Germany.
Okay. 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 Interesting, Carol. Oh, excellent, Carol. So there, Carol, you had the opportunity to practice your English. And Carol, how did you feel with that?
At the beginning, I was very nervous. In fact, my first chart uh, was very numeric, so
Okay.
I feel afraid, and other people explain my chart. But then when people started to explain their part, I realized
Good.
that no one speak very well, and I said, I'm not so bad. So I think I feel more comfortable,
Very good.
and I try to speak slowly in
Very good.
order to think the right words to explain my meeting, because I did a speech in English,
Very good.
marking the keywords, but
Good.
at the end, when I started to talk, when I started when I start talking,
Both.
uh,
When I started to talk or when I started talking, both are correct. Okay. They are the same. Okay.
when I started talking,
Good.
I forgot my notes, and
Okay.
I started to talk in another way. Um, but I think it was not so good,
All right.
but I figure out
Good.
how to explain my points.
Very good. Excellent, Carol. Carol, and how long were they in Mexico?
How many days?
Good.
They stayed 2 days.
2 days. Okay.
One uh, for a presentation,
Good.
and the other day to visit clients and to see the the system working in the real process.
Okay, okay, okay. Interesting,
Mhm.
Carol. Interesting. Very good. Okay, Carol. Very good. Okay, Carol. And did you have a chance to speak to them both days or only one day?
Uh, 2 days, but the second day was a short time because it was more technical.
More technical. Okay. Very good, Carol. Excellent, Carol. Good, Carol. Good, good, good. All right, Carol. Very good. Okay, so let's continue. Look at it. With the presentation that we were working on, look at this. Is this one, okay? Okay, we were here, okay? And let's move on to this one, Carol. Here I work out for you some sentences, some phrases, okay? I call it transition library, okay? For the opening, okay? For the opening, what phrase can you use? For example, good morning, everyone. Today I talk about my purpose today is let me introduce myself and then kind of between points, okay? How do you change from one point of the presentation to the next point like this, okay? Let's move on to now I like to talk about this brings me to next. Let's consider, okay? And then, Carol, how do you explain visuals? How do you explain graphs, okay? For example, as you can see from this chart, to sum up, okay? In conclusion, and finally, are there any questions, okay? I got please write kind of this, okay? Opening, okay? Between points and visual and end, okay? So you can have all the information on your side, okay?
Mhm. All the chart.
Oh, this one, no, 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 the opening, no? The between points, no? And the information for visual and end, no? Very good.
I took a photo because
Very good. Okay,
it's
yes.
so long.
Very good. Okay, great. Okay. So let's see the next. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Okay. Ah, here, Carol. I also wrote this for you. Okay, it says optimization matrix. Okay, here are some ideas on how to be efficient and how to have okay a clear and effective presentation. For example, you can say signposting. Okay, use first, next, finally to help audience follow your logic. Average length. Keep total length 10 20 minutes for most business talk, plus question and answer. Okay.
Mhm.
Here is
And
the
what is
pyramid.
it? Para my what?
I pyramid principle. Okay. I'm going to write there on the chat. Is the pyramid principle. Look at this. I'm going to write there. There it is. Is the pyramid. Look at this. Okay. Principle. Okay. 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 Pyramid principles. Okay. So what is that? Is also ideas. Okay. For for the presentation. For example, here it says start with your main recommendation. Then support. Ah, yes. The idea Caro, is start with general ideas, okay, with big ideas in your presentation, and then move on to, okay, to narrow para hacer más angosto, to narrow the information or to focus the information, okay. Then support with details. So it's to start with big ideas and then to continue the presentation working on or explaining the details, okay, for the main ideas, okay. Practice time is rehearse each stage. Don't rush the conclusion, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Caro. Now let's see, Caro. I also prepare Caro, this for you. Okay, look some common words, okay, and some common phrasal verbs, okay, that you can use for your presentation. Look at this, okay. It's this one, okay. It's not just phrasal verbs, but for presentations, okay. Look at this. Go over. It means to review or examine something. Bring up, to introduce or mention a topic. Point out, to highlight or draw attention to something. Move on to, to transition to the next topic or slide. Sum up, wrap up, to summarize or conclude. Follow up, to check or continue after the presentation. Come up with, to think up, to think of or propose an idea. Set up, to arrange or prepare. Circle back to return to a previous point later. Hand over to pass the speaking turn to someone else. Kick off, start the presentation. Fill in, provide background details, and zero in on, focus closely on something, okay? So now here you want to write them down, or maybe I'm not going to take a picture of them, okay? So these
Yes,
are
I took a
words. words you can take, you can use in your presentation. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah, I took a photo,
very good.
but mhm. Maybe it will be useful to well, maybe in my presentation to build a phrase using these words. Hmm?
Exactly, Cara. Very good. Exactly. That's going to be the next homework. Okay, like go over. For example, you can say, I will go over. Okay, the main points of the presentation. Exactly, just to write up or to think on some sentences using these words. Okay, exactly, Cara. Very good. Okay, so let me. Espera, vamos a algo. Espera. Very good. Okay, there you go. Okay. Espera, vamos a. Y por aquí los tenía. Okay, very good, Caro. Okay. So in the meantime, Caro, please tell me, Caro, what about your day today, Caro? How is your day going to be today?
Um,
What are
well, today, I will go to I have a partner who is
okay?
the head of marketing.
All right.
So he's on holidays, and
Okay.
today the marketing team have a meeting with his agency, uh,
Okay.
who who will present the strategy of a project. So the team invited to me in
And,
order to know my opinion, and also
uh,
because now they don't have a boss, so I am the
okay,
support, you
you
know.
are like, you are going as a support for them, okay? Okay.
Exactly.
Oh,
And I I am planning to finish my day there because it's closer to my home.
okay. Very good. And what time is the meeting there?
The meeting is at let me check, at 11 o'clock.
Okay. Wonderful, good, Caro. Okay. Great.
Mhm.
Great, Caro. Very good. That sounds like also very interesting, Caro. Okay. So it's near your home. Caro, and
Is near
how far is your office from your house?
maybe 8 kilometers or 10, I don't know.
Okay.
I live in Benito Juárez, San
Got it.
Pedro de los Pinos,
All right.
um, and my work is uh, so close to the Cuatro Caminos subway.
Okay. Okay.
So if you are in a good day with no cars, is
Okay.
20 minutes. But
Okay.
um 45 minutes is the average.
Wow. Almost an hour, Caro.
Almost an hour, yes.
Wow. Very good, Caro. Okay, Caro. That's crazy. Always, Caro. Mexico City has been crazy because of traffic, right?
Yes,
No?
yes. And in a bad day,
Yes.
for example, one I took 1 hour and a half. Incredible.
1 hour and a half. No, Caro, that's crazy, huh?
I spend part of my life in the car.
In the car. Okay, Caro, very good. Okay, Caro. I am sharing. I'm going to share with you the examples, okay, for these phrasal verbs, okay. Okay, so let me open the page for you, okay. Very good. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I'm going to share it there in the. Okay, here it goes. All right. Okay, here it is. Very good. Okay, this one, Caro. Okay, it says some. Remember, the phrasal verbs, okay, that we wrote, okay, say like this, okay, go over, for example. Before we start, let me quickly go over the main objectives of today's presentation, okay? Bring up. It says, I like to bring up the issue of budget constraints we face during the project. Here, Caro, what is Caro budget constraints, Caro? How do you say that, Caro? Budget constraints.
Um, Maybe the budget deviations.
Budget constraints. Budget constraints, Caro, is similar to budget reduction. Okay? Reduction, okay? Rather than having more money, now you have less money for the budget, okay? Okay. Es reducción de
Ah,
presupuesto, ¿no? Reducciones de
okay.
presupuesto, okay. Point out, as you can see in this chart, I like to point out the significant increase in sales last quarter. Okay. Move on to, that covers the challenge we encountered. Now, let's move on to the solutions we implemented. Sum up, wrap up, okay? To sum up, our team achieved all the key targets despite the tight deadline. Follow up, it says. After the presentation, I'll follow up with you by email with a detailed report. We can come up with. Our marketing team came up with a very creative campaign idea that exceeded expectations. Can you repeat, please, Carol? Set up. Could you,
I read it.
please, could you please read for me? Yes.
Setup. Could you help me set up the projector and laptop before the meeting starts?
Very good. Circle back.
I don't have the exact numbers right now, but I'll circle back to that point at the end of the presentation.
Okay. Okay, Carol, circle back to is similar to go back. Okay, go back to. However, this one is more professional. Okay, circle back to, similar to go back to. Okay.
Okay.
But I got a hand over to.
That's all. That's all from my side. I'll now hand over to Sarah, who will talk about the financial results.
Very good. Hand over to. Very good. I got a kickoff.
Good morning, everyone. Um, let's kick off the presentation with an overview of our achievement this year.
Very good. Fill in.
Um, Fill in. For those who joined late, let me fill in some background details about the project.
Very good. And zero in on, Carol.
And zero it on. In the next section, we'll zero it. No. In the next section, we'll zero in on the three main factors that contribute to our success.
Let's go. Carol, zero in on, Carol, is similar to focus on. Okay. For example, in the next section, we'll focus on the three main factors that contributed to our success. Okay. Excellent, Caro. Very good. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, look at it. Is this one, okay? Okay. So it was this phrasal verbs, okay? Okay. Here, Caro. Here I wrote also, Caro, for you some business idioms, okay? Obviously related to presentations, okay? For example, Caro, it says, get the ball rolling. Start a presentation or discussion. Get down to business. Focus on the main topic. Think outside the box, okay? Be creative or innovative. Back to the drawing board, okay? Start over when something doesn't work. Ballpark figure, a rough estimate. I don't know, a ballpark figure is similar to maybe you don't know the exact quantity of something, but you can say, in ballpark figure, sales have increased 20%. In ballpark figure, sales have decreased 10%. It's like an average, okay? You are not sure about the precise amount, so you say an average, okay? You are on the same page, okay? Everyone understands and agrees, touch base, maybe content or check in. Get your dogs in a row, Okay, get everything organized and prepared. And behind the scenes, because behind the scenes is that you have to prepare something, okay, previously, like you, okay, you have to prepare the presentation previously to traveling to that place, okay. I can also you want to write them down or maybe I don't know, take a picture of them, okay.
I took a picture.
Very good,
Ready.
very good. Okay, so let me also share with you some examples, okay, of them, okay. Wait a minute, very good. Okay, Carol, good. Okay, okay. Wait, okay. Very good. Carol, what about the wedding, Carol? What are you planning? You're going to the wedding. I remember, Carol. The wedding is on Saturday, Carol?
On Saturday.
Exactly. I remember exactly. Good, Carol.
And is the wedding
Yes.
is is from a coworker.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I was thinking yesterday, I saw all these people all week and this weekend again.
Very good. Okay, Carol. Very good. Ah, I believe that was maybe one of your relatives, a cousin of yours, but no,
No,
it's a
it's a
coworker.
coworker. For that reason, I am not very enthusiastic. I think it's a business compromise,
A business commitment,
a
no?
business commitment.
Very good, Carol. Okay, that is going to be on Saturday, Carol. What about on Sunday? What are you planning to do on Sunday?
Um, maybe visit to my parents, and I will try to work into my presentation.
Okay, 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 Carol. Very good, Carol. Okay. Then, Carol, we say, Carol, visit my parents, okay? Visit my parents. Okay, okay. Very good, Carol. Okay, so let me update the file. Okay, there it goes, okay? So you can
I,
see
I, I, I realize that I use a lot of two. It's
two,
like a muletilla, no?
exactly, exactly, Carol. Yes, Carol. Well, little by little, Carol, you will overcome that, okay? Very good, okay? All right, Carol, here we have the business idioms, okay, Carol, in examples, okay? Look at this, it says, get the ball rolling, okay? Good morning, everyone. Let's get the ball rolling with a quick overview of the project timeline, okay? Get the ball rolling, Carol, it means to start something. Is a formal way, this is the formal way to say to start something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Get down to business, Carol. It says, we have had some small talk. Now, let's get down to business and discuss the quarterly results. Okay. Get down to business is like a start to focus on the goal of the meeting, on the goal of the presentation, on the goal of the report. Okay. Think outside the box, Carol. This one means to be creative. Okay. To solve this challenge, we really need to think outside the box and explore new marketing strategies. Okay. Back to the drawing board, Carol. This will mean, Carol, to redesign something, okay, to do something again. He says, the initial design didn't work with the client, so we had to go back to the drawing board, okay. Ballpark figure, okay, he says, I don't have the exact number yet, but I can give you a ballpark figure of around $250,000, okay. Carol, could you please read for me, please, on the same page?
On the same page. Before we continue, I want to make sure everyone is on the same page regarding the project goals.
Very good. Remember, on the same page that we have on the same ideas. Everyone in the meeting, okay, or in the company has the same idea, has the same goal to do something, okay? What
Okay.
about touch base?
I touch base with the marketing team to check on their progress.
Very good. How about get your dogs in a row? Get your dogs in a row.
Make sure Get your ducks in a row before the big client meeting next week.
This, Caro. Very good. Get your dogs in a row, Caro. All together is to have or to get everything prepared for something. Basically, is to organize everything, okay, for a major event. Okay, get your dogs in a row. Okay, what kind of behind the scenes?
A lot of behind the scenes works went into preparing this successful product launch.
Very good. So behind the scenes is like the previous activities, okay, for something. Okay, I can bueno, Caro,
I like that.
behind the scenes, no, like, like you. No, pues no, you can say I had to prepare the presentation behind the scenes, okay, for the big meeting, okay.
Uh-huh.
Very good. For example, I'm sure that your team, in order to sell, I'm sure they do a lot of activities behind the scenes, right?
Yes.
No, very good, very good. Do your homework. It says if you want to impress the investors, you really need to do your homework and know all the market data. Okay,
Mhm.
well, this one is really similar to Spanish. Okay, very good. Caro. All right, Caro. Something important, Caro, about presentations, Caro, is that they use special verb tense. Okay, mainly these presentation, Caro, are written and are spoken in simple present. Okay. Okay, so for that, Carol, let's review. I'm sure you know this, Carol, but let's review, okay? Simple present tense, okay? Business English grammar module, okay? So this one is the agenda. Here, Carol. Why is important? Why is it important the simple present tense in a business context, not in general life, which is also very important too, but in a business context? Yes. Simple present tense is used for presenting objective facts, okay, about companies, operations, and business activities that are true in the present. For example, our company manufactures electronic components. The headquarters is in New York. We export to 50 countries. Okay, all of them, Caro, are written in simple present. And obviously, in the presentation, you will also speak and use simple present. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Caro, general terms, business norms and principles. Use simple present for generally true actions, situations, and principles that characterize business operations and industry standards. For example, professionals work 40 hours per week. Quality control ensures product standards. The market responds to price changes. Okay. Also, claro, here we are using the simple present, but in a business context. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, look at the next. Okay. It says verbs used only in simple present. Okay. For example, here I got a short collection, okay, of verbs mainly used in simple present. For example, mental states. For example, think, know, understand, believe, realize. For example, I believe this strategy works. Also for preferences or feelings, like, love, hate, prefer, want, and need. We prefer face-to-face meetings. Okay. Possessions, have, own, possess, belong to. The company owns 5 branches. Senses: see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. I see potential in this market. Here, Caro, these verbs are not used in present continuous. For example, we never say, I am believing this strategy works. No. Why? Because these verbs, Caro, all of them are only used in the simple present. For
Mhm.
example, I don't know, the company owns 5 branches. We never say the company is owning 5 branches. Okay. No. Why? Because they are special verbs only focus in simple present. Okay. Okay, you want to write that, Carol, or maybe take a picture, okay, so that you can remember that these verbs are only used in the simple present. Okay.
Yes. I've already took it.
Very good. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, so look at the next. Okay. Okay, here, Carol, we remember, okay, obviously so that you already know, okay, the affirmative, the negative, and the questions. Okay, for example, Affirmative, the company sells products. He works in sales. They understand the market. Negative, we don't work weekends. She doesn't like meetings. They don't have the budget. Here, can remember. You can also say, we don't work weekends, or you have two more possibilities. We don't work on weekends, or we don't work at weekends. So you have
Okay.
three, okay? And the three means, okay? With no preposition or with preposition. Which ones? On weekends, which is American, or at weekends, which is British.
Okay.
¿Qué kind of information questions? Okay, for example, where do you work? What does she produce? And how often do they travel? Okay. For you, Carol, this must be very, 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 very easy. Okay. And okay, Carol, I also will hear this for you guys. It says, adverbs and frequency indicate how regularly an action happens. They typically come before the main verb in simple present tense. For example, always. She always attends meetings on time. Usually. We usually send reports on Fridays. Often. They often travel for business. Sometimes. I sometimes work from home. Never. We never miss deadlines. Caro, for example, Caro, how often do you work from home, Caro? How often do you work from home?
And never. We
Never.
never work on home.
From home.
Maybe 1%.
Oh, okay, okay. Caro, but what about in the pandemic?
Ah, well, in the pandemic,
Yes
yes.
or no?
Yes.
Ah, okay, 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 okay. Because I have known, Caro, some companies that didn't allow them to work from home, okay? Caro, and what do you prefer, Caro? To work on site or to work from home, Caro?
I think a mix is better because, for example, during the pandemic, we realized that not all the people really work in their home, and
Ah,
there are some topics that it's better to to solve and to advance if you are face to face.
okay, okay.
I think the face-to-face relationships are very useful to build alliance with other people. But I think as I told you, many people, not only me, travel a lot during the day in order to go to the office.
Okay,
So I think we will have, if we will have um a mix of maybe 3 days in the office and 2 days in home office,
okay,
uh, it could be more productive and more healthy for our mind.
okay. Okay, it will be, okay, healthier for us. Now, some employees commute long distances, okay? It means that they travel from very far places to go to the office, right? Remember, there the verb is commute, okay? Commute is a special verb, okay? It refers to go from home to the office and from the office to home.
Okay.
Mm, commute.
You live in Hidalgo?
Yes, Carol, I live in your house. Is in a small town called Tizayuca, Hidalgo. Tizayuca,
And you
Hidalgo.
work in your home every day?
Yes, Carol. I work
Yeah.
from the
You're a
pandemic.
lucky man.
From the pandemic, Carol, obviously the company was made to send us home. No? I must tell you, Carol, that I have several jobs. Okay, one of them, or what I call the main job, is for a company, Carol, called. I'm sure you know the company. The company is called USA.
Ah, yes, it's they are tools.
Exactly, exactly. They manufacture electrical wires. They manufacture heaters, boilers, switches for houses, no?
Mhm, mhm.
And many more things. Okay, but I am in the division of education. User,
Okay.
yeah, I am using for user education. Mhm. And yes, Carol, this year, from the pandemic until this year, in January, on January 5, sorry, January 9, I think, they asked us to go to the office on January 9 this year. And basically, they said that, no, it was January 5, or January 5, Monday, January 5.
Mm-hmm.
They told us that the chance of working from home was finished, that we had to go to the office, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I said to my boss, that is not good for me because during this time working from home, I got all the responsibilities. It means that finishing the activities from USA or before the activities from USA, I have classes
Mm-hmm.
or uh, I have to study. For example, Caro, I am studying a doctoral degree in innovation for education.
Okay.
So finishing the day at 6 p.m., I either have English classes or I have to connect to take the classes from the doctoral degree. So I said that to my boss. Okay, I know that it doesn't depend on you. I know that is a regulation from the company, from USA. So we have two ways. Number one, either you let me go or either I quit the job.
Mm-hmm.
So after a short discussion, Caro, they told me, no, Miguel, you are allowed to continue working from home. Okay. So it's not necessary for you to come to the office. Okay. But yes, Caro. And that was a very bad decision from the company. For example, many employees, Caro, bought houses in Toluca, in Querétaro. So maybe they were renting in Mexico City, renting a small
Mm-hmm.
apartment. And they decided, because obviously in the pandemic, we had a chance to save money. Why? Because we didn't have to travel to the office. We didn't have to spend on food, okay, in Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
They save money, they bought houses, and they were living, or they are living in Toluca and Querétaro. So imagine, traveling from Toluca and Querétaro to Mexico City. That is crazy, no?
It's crazy.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Yes, it's okay. So yes, I had a chance to work from home, but yes, Carol. Okay. Okay, Carol. Now that we reviewed, Carol, the present simple, okay, Carol.
Okay.
Let's continue here, Carol. Okay. Look at this. Let's do an activity, Carol, but using the simple present in a business context. Okay, it says, look at this. Mission statements. A mission statement talks in general terms about a company overall policies and objectives. Read the two mission statements below and use the verbs to complete them, paying attention to the verb endings. The first one has been done for you in both cases. And we have the verbs. We have admit, introduce, lead, welcome, mean, work, depend, improve, stay, come, and spend. And what it says,
Mm-hmm.
restless, yes. Dissatisfied, true. We cheerfully admit it. We always change and continuous improvement. Today, consumers more than 25 billion a year on our products. We are a very close second in all our business segments, which that vigorous growth on our own imagination, commitment, and skill. So we regularly in new products, distribution channels, and round the clock to be more efficient. Most of all, we absolutely and unequivocally 100 geared towards the customer, who's finished number one in our book. For example, Carlos, okay, here it says, we cheerfully admit, okay, we always welcome, we always welcome change. Mhm. Very good, okay, and continuous improvement, okay. Like, I'm going to share this card with you in the WhatsApp group, okay, so you can
Okay.
also have it, okay. Good. Remember, this is a bit more challenging. Why? Because we are using the simple present, okay, to speak about business, okay, or company environment. Okay, there it goes. There it is. All right. Okay. There it is. All right. So let's try to answer it, okay? And then we check it, okay?
But did you send me to the exercise
Ah, yes,
from WhatsApp?
on the WhatsApp,
Mm.
yes. Let me see. Claro. Ah, yes. Yeah, claro.
Yes, yes,
There it
yes.
is, okay? Very good.
It's
Very good.
because I don't have uh, my WhatsApp in my computer.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, good.
Mm, Let me send me by email.
Very good. Very good.
When you build the meeting of our class, you only build the the link, or you build an invitation?
Ah, no, claro. I just set the link.
Uh-huh.
Ah, yes. I didn't set it up on as an invitation by mail. Yeah, I just shared it by mail.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, yeah. Good, yes.
Okay, so we cheerfully admit it. We always welcome change and continue improvement. Today's consumer
Very good. More
um,
than
spend
excellent, Carol. Spent good. More than 25 billion on our products. Very good.
Mhm. Let me copy. Okay. Aha. So spend. We live.
Excellent, Carol. We lead. Okay. And I will help you. We lead or stay. I will help you with that, okay? We lead or stay. Good. A very close second, okay? In all our business segments. Which
Um, which
we
depend that vigorous growth.
I got which I will say that which mean that lo cual significa, ¿no? Which
uh,
mean that vigorous growth,
which means that vigorous growth
y ahora sí,
uh,
depends on, as you said, okay, depends on
mm,
our imagination, no?
on our imagination, commitment, and skill. So we regularly improve
Improve, okay, okay. So we want to improve new products.
new products.
Very good.
Come
I got
work
it.
on
I got it.
our
New products, okay. Improve distribution channels. I got it. So we regularly, okay, introduce.
uh,
Introduce new products, improve distribution channels, and
and come,
and
cuando
come,
falta come,
yeah, Carol,
and come round to clock
and
to be
come.
efficient.
There, most of all, we come. I lo pone yo, ok. Y esa cosa sería ok, and work, ok, Carol, and work around the clock. Dice, Carol, esta frase, work around the clock, ¿no? Esa hay que notarla, Carol. Work around the clock. Work around the clock. Es una, there's an idiom, Carol, and the idiom means to work efficiently. For example, you can say my team works round the clock for sales, or my team works efficiently for sales. If you say work efficiently is good, but you want to sound more professional in English, okay, you need to say work round the clock.
Okay,
Very good, excellent, good, good.
okay.
I got it. Could you please read for me, please? Now it says read it fully, okay? Restless, yes. Could you please read for me? Yes.
Uh, Restless, dissatisfied, true. We cheerfully admit it. We always welcome change and continuous improvement. Today, customer spends more than 25 million a year on our products. We lead or stay a very close second in all our business segments, which means that vigorous growth depends of our own imagination, commitment, and skills. So we regularly introduce new products, improve distribution channels, and work around the clock to be more efficient. Most of all, we come absolutely and unequivocally
Unequivocally,
100 how
unequivocally, unequivocally.
unequivoc unequivocally 100% uh, uh, greater towards the customers who definitely know one
No,
in our book.
number one in the book, okay? Here's how this one. Geared towards, okay? Geared towards, okay? It says geared towards is focus focus on the customer, okay? For example, you can say the company is focusing on the customer or focusing on new customers. Podría usted, Karen, the company is gearing towards new customers. Very good. Okay. All right, Carol, look at this, Carol. It says, we have the same activities. It says, believe, strive, cultivate, deliver, enable, help, give, endeavor, acknowledge, and foster. Okay.
Mhm.
Carol, this one is going to be homework, okay, for next class, Carol. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Carol. Very good. Okay, Carol. All right, Carol. That will be all for today, Carol. If you have the chance, Carol, start working on the presentation so we can work it in class next session, okay? And thank you, Carol. Have a great weekend, Carol. Take care. Enjoy the party, Carol. Try to have a very good time, Carol, because I mean you work very hard, okay, Carol. So you deserve distraction, okay?
Okay. Thank you
Uh,
so much.
all right, Carol. Take care.
Take care. When we will see you again?
I think it's the next. The classes are scheduled for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Carol. No?
Okay.
Well, te voy a lo told me, no?
It's okay.
Yes.
If
Okay.
it, maybe when I have my presentation, if it's possible to add one class during the week, it will be useful for me.
Very good. Yes, exactly, exactly. Yes, Carol. Yes, yes, yes. Sure.
Mhm.
Totally. Yes.
Perfect.
All right, Carol. Take
Thank
care, Carol.
you.
Have a great weekend. Thank you, Carol. Bye bye. Thank you. Very good.
Bye
Thank you. Bye
bye.
bye.